Do you ever feel like the world is too loud? Like everything is moving too fast? Notifications, deadlines, expectations, each one screaming for your attention until you can't even hear your own thoughts anymore? There's this constant hum, isn't there? A background noise of urgency telling you to hurry, to fix, to do more, to be more. And yet, deep down, something in you whispers, I just want quiet. Not silence, not absence, but stillness. The kind that feels like finally exhaling after holding your breath for years. But where do you find that in a world that never stops? We grow up believing chaos is normal, that hustle is survival, that busyness is worth. We are praised for doing more, not being more. And somewhere along the way, we confuse movement for meaning. We fill our days with noise because quiet scares us. Quiet means facing ourselves. Quiet means listening. But here's the truth no one talks about. Stillness is not weakness. Stillness is not laziness. Stillness is power. Quiet, subtle, transformative power.
Think of a storm. The wind howls, the trees bend, the rain lashes against windows, but at the very center, in the eye of it all, there is calm. Absolute calm. That's what stillness is. Not the absence of chaos, but the center within it. The unshakable core that remains untouched no matter how hard the world spins. And that core, you already have it. You've just forgotten how to hear it. When was the last time you sat with yourself without distraction? No phone, no music, no noise. Just you, breathing. Can you even remember? Or has the idea of doing nothing become unbearable? We are so used to chaos that calm feels unnatural. But what if calm is the truth and chaos is just the weather passing through? Life will never stop moving. The storms will keep coming. Bills, heartbreaks, deadlines, unexpected losses. You cannot control the weather of the world, but you can find shelter within yourself. You can return again and again to that quiet center where nothing is demanded of you but presence. Picture a mountain. Winds whip at its peak, snow falls heavy on its slopes, storms rage around it. But the mountain does not move. It holds, it waits, it endures. That is what stillness is. Not the absence of wind, but the strength to remain rooted through it. And here's the thing, stillness is not found in perfect conditions. It's not something you stumble upon when life finally calms down. Stillness is forged in the chaos. It is choosing to pause in the middle of the storm. It is finding quiet inside the noise, peace inside the pressure, breath inside the panic.
Maybe that's why you've been so tired. You've been trying to outrun the chaos, believing peace will come when you get there. When the project is done, when the bills are paid, when life finally slows down. But life doesn't slow down, and peace isn't found there. Peace is found here, in the pause between heartbeats, in the space between thoughts, in the single breath you choose to take before reacting. Stillness is not something you have to earn. It's not a luxury reserved for quiet mountaintops or silent retreats. Stillness is your birthright. It's woven into you, like a river beneath the ground, waiting for you to remember where to dig. But let me ask you something. What are you afraid you'll hear in the quiet? What truth have you been running from? Sometimes the chaos isn't outside, it's inside. The regrets, the doubts, the questions we never stop long enough to answer. Stillness can be terrifying because it brings us face to face with ourselves. But that's where the healing begins. Imagine sitting beside a river at dawn. The water moves, but softly.
The world is waking, but slowly. There's no rush, no demand, no noise. Just you, breathing. And in that breath, something shifts. The chaos is still there, but you are no longer inside it. You are watching it. You are separate from it. And in that separation, you find clarity. Stillness doesn't fix life's problems. It doesn't erase pain or stop storms. But it gives you the strength to face them differently. It softens your reactions. It sharpens your awareness. It gives you space to choose, not from fear, but from peace. Have you ever noticed how the wisest people speak the softest? How their presence calms a room before they even say a word? That's the quiet power of stillness. It's not loud. It doesn't need to be. True strength doesn't shout. It whispers. A tree does not panic when winter comes. It sheds what it cannot keep. It trusts the spring will return. Stillness teaches you the same, to release what you cannot hold, to trust what you cannot see. And when you do, something happens. You stop being tossed around by every wave, every opinion, every fear. You become the calm in your own storm. And from that calm, life begins to look different. The chaos hasn't changed, but you have. This is the power no one talks about. In a world addicted to speed, to noise, to constant doing, stillness is rebellion. It is radical. It is choosing to step out of the race and remember that you were never meant to outrun life, you were meant to live it. And living begins when you can finally hear yourself again. The chaos will always be there, but so will the quiet. The question is, which one will you choose to stand in? Remember this, stillness isn't found after the storm, it's found in the middle of it.